Man, I hate winter. I hate everything about winter. I hate the gray skies, I hate the cold temperatures, I hate the snow and the rain. I think mostly I hate it because I can't ride my bike. So yeah, I ride my bike in the winter time, but I only ride my bike when I'm commuting to work. And that's only on the days where it's not super cold and not raining and not snowing. So that's what this video is about. It is an attempt of Lisa and I getting our butts outside in the winter time when it's cold and actually enjoying ourselves riding our bikes. So the first thing that we found out is that you have to have the proper clothing on. How's your temperature back there?
You know, I might want to stop because, yeah, once you get on the bike, it feels a lot cooler. So I might want to stop and zip up and put my... I really did think that it was warm enough today at 60 degrees not to zip up my jacket. But I guess I was moving at a pretty brisk pace and didn't realize that it was so cold. So I ended up having to stop and zip up my jacket. Once we got our clothing situation worked out, we decided to go look at a construction project that we've been checking out.
It's going to be a landing situation.
Yeah, this was the old Missouri State Prison, and they haven't done anything with it up until now. But now, apparently, because of the infrastructure funds, I don't know that, but I think that's what happened. I think that they got funding to actually develop the site, so they're making like a farmer's market and that type of thing down there.
Yeah.
Which is going to be great for Jeff City because Jeff City never does stuff like that at all.
There on the left is the scariest thing ever. It's the old gas chamber.
Yeah, the gas chamber for the old prison.
Hope they get rid of it.
Yeah.
I hope they do. It's gross. All right. So this is getting as rough as you can get it. So this is where some good thick tires like ours. We don't have 4-inch tires. We got 2.5-inch tires.
Yeah, 2.5.
Comes in handy.
Yeah, our bikes were, when we bought them, they were considered light off-road. They called them adventure bikes.
Yeah.
So they're comfortable either on the road or they're comfortable on light trails and that type of thing. Right. So they're perfect for this.
Right. So basically we call it a gravel bike or close to a gravel bike.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure what the real definition of a gravel bike is because I'm not into all that. But I think that this is kind of what a gravel bike situation would probably look like if we were doing it. Hey. So yeah, all this construction down here, we're going to try to, we'll definitely be going through here. Kind of go through here slow. It's muddy.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's muddy.
And that's where fenders on your tires.
Yeah.
People don't want to put them on because they're a pain, but oh my God, they will save a stripe up your butt.
Yeah. See,
or anybody behind you.
Yeah, right. And see, that's kind of my thing. There's a lot of things in the biking world that I'm just not up on. It's not that I agree or disagree with them. I mean, I'm not on a high horse. I'm just simply saying I don't understand it. And that's one of them. Right. Is no fenders if you're going to be riding it. I mean, of course, if you're going to be riding on a track inside, or if you're going to be if you don't care about the stripe up your back, then go ahead and do that. Or if it,
cuts your wind or something because you're actually, you are racing or competing.
Right. Yeah, if you got that race on, I mean, I don't know. I don't race. So you guys tell me in the comments what the advantage of not having a fender on is. And the other one I don't understand is a kickstand. I don't get it. I mean, I see people
I'm not
all the
sure
time.
Why. It's like a badge of honor not to have a kickstand. Maybe it's for sissies. I don't know.
maybe I just need to put my bike up some places. But I don't know. You guys tell me why. What's the reason? I'm up to new things all the time. Maybe I'll pull mine off. I can't imagine I would.
I don't think you will. No, because we have to take them into the shop and park them inside. So I think it'd be a lot harder without a kickstand.
Yeah, I don't always have a place to lean it.
Exactly.
So, and I don't want to lay it down on the ground.
Right.
James Brown.
Well, I think that's acoustic bikes, though. I think that most of the time that these type of bikes are just too heavy not to have some kind of kickstand on them.
Look at this. We're going into the park here. This is back that way it was unauthorized. If we're going back that way, but now we're authorized. Look at that.
Yeah, now we're authorized. We're legal now.
Look how illegal. I feel so legal.
You're not supposed to go through there right now, but everybody does. I don't know. I guess it doesn't make it right, but
yeah.
You know.
They just don't want people to get hit by trains.
Exactly.
I'm sure it's what it is.
Yeah. We are stealing some time.
Yes.
You know, since we're old, we get off our, we close our business at 2 o'clock Monday through Thursday. And so sometimes we're able to steal a little bit of time just to get outside.
Right.
You know,
so
today we're on our bikes, but you know, sometimes we're walking, so.
Right. So the cool thing is though, is that what makes this possible is for us, unless it is colder than 35 degrees in the morning when we leave our house for work,
then we
take off. We get on our bikes and we go. You know, the other caveat too is if it's, you know, if it's icy, if it's raining,
if it's snowing,
precipitating anyway, we won't do that. But
so below 35 we don't do, and if it's precipitating.
Right. But it's good because it keeps what I think is the number one thing for being able to steal a few minutes like this, and that is make sure that your bike's ready to go.
Right. If you're make sure you've got power. Make sure your helmet, if it's a powered helmet, you know, if you have lights or something, just make sure everything's ready to go.
Everything's ready to go, and so it's just, you know, top off your battery, whatever you got to do. Lithium-ion batteries don't care if you keep them hooked up. How's it going, man? Yeah, make that part going. So you can just take off. When you want to.
Right. I hate boxwoods. Boxwoods, they smell like pee. I mean, I like the way they look, but boy, they do. They smell just like pee.
Right. Yeah. We go past here every single day.
On our way to work,
On our way to work. And we take this route over here. You can see we kind of hide over here because this is a parking / a little cut through, but it's not the main road around the building. So it's pretty safe to hang over here. And that's kind of a thing that we do. We make sure that our routes, like we've said 100 times, are as safe as we can get them.
Right. I mean,
even just being over here.
Right.
Is better.
And you know, there are times when we have to be out on a busy street, but we really try to minimize that. So because, you know, drivers around here are just not used to people being on bikes.
All right, nobody's coming?
Nope, we got it.
So you got it?
All right, I'm gonna go up ahead.
This is going up ahead. We're gonna go down the still. Whoa, we're going the right way. Going the right.
Oh, I'm going the wrong way.
She's headed to work.
Oh, that's right. You know what? I forgot that we were going to the trailhead.
Yeah, we figured, hey, it's 61 degrees today, and this is going to be the last halfway warm day for a while, maybe about a week. So we thought what we will do is we would go ahead and
get ourselves a little ride in.
Yeah, steal a little bit of time.
Yeah.
So we're headed over to the Missouri River Bridge, and there is a pedestrian / biking part of the bridge.
Right.
You've probably seen a couple of our videos before, maybe. But yeah, it's a pretty cool thing. We can get from our house, is where we're coming today, to the Katy Trail, and you know, this route is minimum amount of. Oh wow, amount. I'm looking at that. That's a
tower. I was looking at that. They're taking there's a car. They're taking down an old water tower. In Jefferson City, and I guess they're using welding torches to cut it apart. And we're just commenting on the glow from it.
Anyway.
How's it going?
Hey. So basically what I was saying though is that we can come all the way over here to basically another city without really being
out in traffic.
A bunch of traffic, like right now. If we were out there,
you're not going to be able to hear us for very long or much, because we are crossing the bridge right now, and it's loud.
It's going to be loud.
Yeah, so I think we're just going to let you guys enjoy us going over the bridge for a minute.
Yeah, let's do that. Thing's bumpy.
Dog poop.
That's poop.
We should be a little bit better now with sound.
We go down this ramp here. This is the ramp.
It's the pedestrian bridge.
Yeah,
is what they call it.
They call this something, the pedestrian, I don't know, stairway or something.
Yeah.
But anyway, this winds down or up, depending on which way you're going, of course, and gets you down to the level of the road.
The river, yeah. And I don't know if you guys could see it when I was going down the pathway there, but there were locks locked onto the chain link fence.
Yeah.
And everybody started the grand tradition of putting a lock to commemorate your loves.
Yeah.
There's a ton of locks on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they put the name and the date on the lock, and then they lock it to the bridge, and that way your love is supposed to live forever.
Right. Or at least somebody beats off the lock with a sledgehammer.
Wow.
Sounds like a horrible relationship here.
Yeah, there you go.
But anyway, we went to, a couple years ago, we were at Curacao. We'd never been to Curacao before. We went to Curacao, and there was a
sculpture.
Puna hearts.
It was a Puna Lovelock hearts or something along those lines. And there are these giant metal sculptures that were basically just mesh, and they are completely covered in locks.
Right. And it's kind of cool because, I mean, we didn't have any lock with us because we were on vacation.
I had heard about it, but I kind of forgot about it until we got there, so I kind of felt bad.
Right.
But that's okay. I think we've been married for over 40 years, so I think it's going to last.
Or at least for another 15, 20 minutes, you know what I mean?
Yeah, at least. The river, we just got off the pedestrian bridge.
Yep.
And we are coming down here to the Missouri River, and I'm thinking about spinning by just so you guys can see what that looks like.
Let's do it.
All right. It's really cool. There is a little beach. There's swings. There's all kinds of stuff down here. People come and they fish, and they just sit down here. Weirdly enough, during the summer, houseboats come up, and they tie up here, and they'll just hang here for a few days.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And there's some trails over here. They're not very long or anything.
Yeah.
But this is a little landing area that's underneath the Missouri River Bridge.
Yep.
People come down here. Some folks over here, you can see that they're
walking their dogs.
They're walking their dog. I'll walk over here so you can see what's going on over here. Yeah, it's a cool little trail over here. Cool little dogs. You can actually primitive camp back in here too.
Right.
So it's kind of interesting. But yeah, here's the river. Right over here. And you can see the Capitol building in the distance, which is where we just came from.
Yep.
All right. And we're gonna...
I think we're gonna head on over to the trailhead.
Oh, there's your puppy.
Well, hello, puppy.
This city over here, this area, is called North Jefferson, and North Jefferson City. That's kind of where it comes from, I'm sure. But anyway, it used to be called Cedar City.
Right.
And when I was a kid, I lived in this little community. It's a little river town community, probably like 400 people when I was here. I was like first grade. And so as we go through here, I'll show you a couple things that that's kind of cool about this little city.
Didn't you say you used to go to the levee, but you couldn't go past the levee, and you couldn't go past the big road up above the town?
Yeah, my mom, she was always like, you guys can do whatever you want, but you can't go past the levee, which is on the riverside, obviously. And then on the other side was the highway. You know, it was busy, so we would get hit by a car. The rest of the city, which was this little grid of roads, perfect for riding your bike. So I think that's where I started my love of being on a bike all the time.
Right.
And I'm going to show you a little area up here that's kind of fun. And if you look back at a couple of our videos, I think it's our second or third video that we made. There's a story about me and my brother when we were kids in this little river town. And
there used to be a circus that came through every year.
Yeah, it had to be a circus, and let me show you this area here real quick because it's kind of cool. On the left-hand side over here, there is this line of trees where there used to be a little grocery store there, and we lived over on the right. But anyway, go check out that video, and it'll tell you the whole story, and you'll understand what I'm talking about. You won't believe
it at first, but it's true completely.
It's one of those could be tall tales, but it was really
the very
real.
First time he told me, you know, we hadn't been together very long, and I didn't think it was true. But I've since then, in our long history, have had corroboration. And people have actually confirmed that this happened. So
yeah, a lady came in our store and she was ordering some stuff, and she had something with a term river rat on it. And I said, "What do you know about river rats?" And she goes, "I'm from Cedar City." I'm like, "What?" So we had a long discussion, and in that discussion was, "Do you remember the lion?" And she looked at me like I looked at her and said, "Oh my God, nobody believes me." And I go, "I know it." So we high-fived and we just kumbaya. That was it. Well, this is the road that I had to stop right here at the highway when I was a kid.
There's a great big dump truck coming.
Yeah, see, that's why.
I think it's turning right, and then there's another car coming.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is that we're going to go over here behind this dump truck and get into play, and then we're going to cross. Okay, so that was the highway that we could not cross when we were kids. So we couldn't come over here. Which there wasn't much over here anyway. There was no Katy Trail at the time, obviously. It wasn't there until 1993, I believe.
Right.
So, and that was in the 70s. So, nope, no Katy Trail. There's no ball fields. The only thing that was over here, I think, was just fields.
Farmland.
Yeah, farmland.
Yep.
Across the highway over there, not the highway we just came, but there is a major highway, Highway 54. 63 over there, and on the other side of that was a big drive-in. It's called the Bridge Drive-In.
I never got to go there. It was here when I moved here back in the early 80s, but it wasn't, I never went to that drive-in.
We are we're actually on the Katy Trail spur
to Jeff City.
Yes,
to
North
the
Jeff
river
City.
access.
Yes, yeah.
To the North Jeff City river access.
Yep.
So this is just a little tract of land. It goes by a concrete plant, believe it or not.
Right.
And it's just, this is how you get to the trailhead.
Yes. Oh, and if you are at the North Jefferson trailhead, and you need to be able to get to Jefferson City proper,
we do have a video explaining
check out our
that.
video.
Yep.
And it gives you detailed instructions on how to get from that trailhead into the city, because it's not marked very well.
I was going to make another point too on finding when you find time to steal a ride.
Yes.
You steal time to ride.
Yep.
Make sure your clothes are ready to go.
Yes.
You don't have to have special cycling clothes.
Right.
I mean, if you do, fine, that's great. But just make sure that whatever conditions you can find time to ride in, that your clothes are ready to go.
Right.
If you need to put like base layers on, then have them ready to go.
Right.
If you, just make sure that any time, and you really want to get out, any time that you can steal time to ride, that you're prepared.
I think that's a good point, because I'm really trying to make myself ride more in the wintertime, cooler temperatures and bad conditions.
Just because you're a tropical baby, that's why.
I'm a tropical baby from Missouri. The problem for me with clothing is I don't have a lot of this type of cold weather clothes for, layers. So that's what we're doing, is that we are setting up, our kit for winter, and make sure that that's ready to go.
We arrived at the Jefferson City trailhead, which was our destination for the day, but we forgot our tripod, which means you get to study our nose hairs.
So there's just a couple things that we want to make sure that we
kind of recap and
reiterate
reinforce
what we're saying. And I think the first thing is that I need to make sure that I keep the camera on. It's not real cold today, but it's cold enough for my hands to be,
kind of
shaking
cold,
and whatever. But anyway, I think the first thing is that, like we said, make sure that you have your bike ready to go. Right.
That is really important. Right. I keep looking at the screen, but the thing is you just make sure you got air in your tires. Make sure that your battery is up. Make sure that if you have a light on your bike and it's battery powered, make sure that's up.
Right.
Yeah, that way you won't, when you want to ride, you won't have the excuse, well, my bike's not ready.
Right. Make sure that.
Yeah.
And then number 2 is to make sure that you've got yourself ready.
Your clothes.
If it's cold weather, if it's rainy weather, if you want to do that, make sure that you have all of that so that there are, a minimum amount of friction that you have to be able to go do it. Right. You want to just make it as easy as possible. Right. And then I think the third thing is kind of one that we have to work on all the time. Just get your butt outside and do it.
That's right. There is always a million excuses. It's like today it's a little gloomy. It's not cold. I think it's like 62.
Yeah.
But it's kind of gloomy. Windy. So, windy. So the whole thing is, I just don't feel like riding. But we got out. And boy, you'll find that your mood improves. You'll find that you just feel really good. Yeah.
Right. So anyway, we won't keep you any longer. We just thought it would be really cool to just kind of show you one of the things that we do on a normal basis. Just steal a little bit of time to get on your bike or to get outside.
That's
do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be on your bike. You can go hiking. You can walk your neighborhood. Just get your butt outside.
Don't let the winter do what it's done to me most of my life. It's like, hey, once it gets past or under 40 degrees, I'm in. So just make sure that you understand you can do that. And I think that's all we got.
So as we always end our videos, you should like, subscribe, and get your butt outside.
All right, see you guys in the next video.